In a quiet town, nestled among green forests, stands a huge abandoned psychiatric hospital. Local residents tell chilling stories of unexplained sounds and visions associated with this grim place. One day, a group of brave explorers receives a mysterious invitation to explore the hospital. Among the researchers is Emily, an intelligent and determined investigator, Michael, an experienced psychologist with a penchant for the paranormal, and Sarah, a vlogger ready to capture every eerie moment on camera. With apprehension and excitement, they gather at the designated location, where they are awaited by a mysterious organizer known only as the Shadow. Upon arrival, they discover that the abandoned hospital is in a state of complete dilapidation. The building looks menacing, with broken windows, peeling paint, and dark corridors filled with a grim atmosphere. They realize that dangers and unknown entities await them ahead. The Shadow addresses the group, explaining that the hospital has a rich history of mental disorders, unsolved mysteries, and supernatural phenomena. Their task is to explore this abandoned complex, uncover its secrets, and expose the sinister forces that come alive within its walls. Mixed feelings of fear and curiosity envelop the researchers. They realize that the adventure they have just embarked on may lead them to terrifying discoveries and change their lives forever. Amidst the trees of the forest and the ghostly light of lanterns, the group enters the gates of the abandoned psychiatric hospital, ready to plunge into darkness and explore its most sinister corners. But what awaits them inside? What horrifying secrets does the hospital hold in its forgotten rooms? This is the beginning of a journey into a world of mystique and danger, where every step can lead to encounters with the inhuman and the terrifying. As the researchers cross the threshold of the abandoned psychiatric hospital, they find themselves trapped in a web of eerie atmosphere and inexplicable paranormal activity. The first steps inside the hospital send chills down their spines, with unsettling whispers emerging from the darkness. As they progress through the corridors, the researchers notice flickering figures passing by in the darkness, ghostly silhouettes of patients trapped between the realms of life and death. Their pale, pain-stricken faces create a chilling sensation. The shadows of the ghosts vanish as if they are observing every move of the researchers. Footsteps echo through empty corridors, despite the absence of visible sources of sound. Doors close and open on their own, as if invisible hands conduct their own symphony of fear. The researchers feel cold streams of air penetrating through unbroken window glass, as if the souls of the departed try to convey their pain and suffering. Suddenly, in one of the rooms, the researchers find themselves at the center of a whirlwind of mystical activity. Objects levitate in the air, lights flicker and distort, and the walls come alive, revealing haunting scenes from the past frozen in time. The researchers realize that the paranormal activity within the hospital is much stronger and more dangerous than they anticipated. They encounter phantom touches, feel the weight of unseen presences, and voices from the darkness whisper their names, making their hearts beat faster. But even in the face of terror, the researchers decide to push forward. They know that only by delving into the darkness can they uncover the mysteries of this place and expose the source of the paranormal activity before they themselves become victims of its relentless entity. The researchers begin to dig deeper into the past of the abandoned psychiatric hospital to uncover the secrets that led to its tragic fate. They study archives and artifacts, attempting to decipher riddles and understand the source of the paranormal activity that has befallen this place. It turns out that the hospital witnessed horrific events in the past. Ruthless experiments and cruel treatment of patients unleashed a storm of negative emotions, leaving an imprint on the place's energy field. Malevolent spirits sought vengeance for their tragic fate, and it became their calling. The researchers discover ancient records that reveal prominent stories of the patients who suffered here. They learn about a girl named Elizabeth, who was misdiagnosed and subjected to severe treatment. Her piercing gaze and desperate screams are captured in old photographs, and the researchers realize that her soul may be connected to the paranormal activity in the hospital. During their investigation, the researchers come across an old doll that captures their attention with its eerie aura. The doll turns out to be cursed and serves as a focal point for the sinister forces that have attracted spirits and further amplify their presence. As the researchers venture deeper, they begin to notice that Sarah, one of the participants, becomes increasingly susceptible to the influence of the malevolent spirits. She starts experiencing unearthly whispers, seeing phantom figures, and delving into dark, insane thoughts. She becomes a captive of her own fears and paranoia. Sarah becomes a magnet for evil spirits, seeking out her vulnerabilities and attempting to possess her mind and body. Her behavior becomes increasingly unstable and aggressive, and she begins to display supernatural abilities that horrify the team members. Under the influence of the malevolent spirits, Sarah becomes a witness to ghosts that come alive before her eyes. She sees their dark forms and hears their piercing cries. The ghosts draw closer to her, trying to penetrate her consciousness and control her actions. The remaining researchers realize that they must find a way to stop the sinister entity of the hospital and free Sarah from its influence, or else they risk losing her forever. Within these dark walls, they must not only confront paranormal phenomena but also face their own fears to find a way to destroy the source of evil and save Sarah from a terrible fate. The researchers find themselves facing their final trial in their journey through the abandoned psychiatric hospital. Time is working against them, and they realize that their decision may be their last chance to save Sarah and themselves. They encounter increasingly intense paranormal activity. Rooms fill with darkness as if it seeks to consume them entirely. Sinister whispers fill the air, mingling with silent cries emanating from the depths of the hospital. They are pushed to their limits, but hope still burns in their hearts. They open the door to the darkest and most enigmatic room, rumored to hold the source of all the sinister forces in the hospital. Inside the room, the researchers discover an ancient artifact, a stone adorned with mystical symbols. The stone seems to radiate malevolent energy and holds within it all the horrifying secrets of the hospital. They realize that destroying the stone is the only way to sever the connection with the paranormal entity and free Sarah. However, they also understand that destroying the stone may lead to irreversible consequences. They take the risk and activate the mechanism that initiates the process of destroying the stone. At that moment, the researchers feel the power of the malevolent entity weakening, and Sarah, as if breaking free from dark shackles, regains her senses. But despite their victory, the hospital begins to crumble around them. Walls crack, the ceiling collapses, and various objects fall with a crash. The researchers escape from the hospital, leaving behind its grim secrets and dark past. After they emerge from the treacherous labyrinth of the abandoned hospital, they pause for a moment, gasping for relief. Sarah thanks the other researchers for their courage and support, and they realize that their experience in abandoned places not only helped them uncover mystical mysteries but also strengthen their bond as a team. The researchers decide to continue their adventure in the world of abandoned places, understanding that their expertise and knowledge can be valuable to others who encounter paranormal phenomena. They set off on new adventures, ready to uncover the secrets of stories forgotten in time and left at rest in neglected corners of the world.